Hello friends, I am J. Durga Prasad Rao, PhD Computer Science from Sri Shankaracharya Mahavidyalaya, Junwani Bhilai. I am Additional Director and HOD Computer Science in Sri Shankaracharya Mahavidyalaya. Today, I will be giving my presentation on the topic comparison between human and computer language, program, data, information and knowledge, characteristics of information. This topic comes under the subject Introduction to Software of Unit 4. This comes under the class PGDCA, but it can be beneficiary to any learners who want to learn about softwares in this particular topics. PGDCA, the syllabus which is to be covered comes under the syllabus of Hemchand Yadav Durg University. So let's begin. Language. Human language commonly used to express feeling and understand other person's expression. It can be oral or gestural kind of communication. Definition of computer languages. Computer languages are the languages by which a user command a computer to work on the algorithm which a user has written or gets an output. Basically, there are two types of computer languages, that is low level languages and high level languages. Lower level language or low level language is a programming language that provides little or no abstraction from a computer instruction set architecture. It consists of numeric codes 0 and 1. These codes are easily understandable to computer but difficult to human being. A lower level language is used in two generations, that is first generation and second generation. So let us learn something about first generation. They represent very early primitive languages that consist entirely of ones and zeros, the actual language that the computer understands. Second generation language, they represent a step up from the first generation language, allow for the use of symbolic names instead of just numbers. Second generation languages are also known as assembly languages. Code written in assembly languages is converted into machine language. Characteristics of low level languages: direct memory management, little to or no abstraction from the hardware. Register access statements usually have an obvious correspondence with clock cycles, superb performance. Among disadvantages of low level language, computational speed is very fast and directly understandable by computer. These were the advantages. And now among disadvantages, development of a program in machine language is very time consuming. Error correction is a tedious process in lower level language. It is more complex. High level languages, they are programming languages that allow specification of a computer solution, or you can also say problem solution, in terms closer to those used by human beings. These languages were designed to make programming far easier, less error prone, and to remove the programmer from having to know the details of the internal structure of a particular computer. This language is used in third generation. Now, third generation languages, with the languages introduced by the third generation of computer programming, words and commands were being used. These languages therefore had syntax that was much easier to understand. Third generation languages are known as high level languages and include C, C++, Java, and JavaScript among others. Types. What are the basic types? C++, Visual Basic, Java, JavaScript. Some points related to C++. C++ is statically typed free-form multi-paradigm compiled general purpose programming languages. It is regarded as middle level language as it comprises a combination of both high level languages and lower level languages. It has various language features, operators and operators overloading templates, object polymorphism. Visual Basic is a third generation event driven programming language and integrated development environment from Microsoft, and its COM programming model. Visual Basic is relatively easy to learn and use. Some of the characteristics of Visual Basic include: they can be interpreted, dynamic constructs, poor performance, concise code, flexible syntax. Among advantages, these are simple to adapt due to their English-like structure of the statements. They are easy to maintain and debug. However, they have certain disadvantages. The program written in high-level languages are less efficient as they take more execution time. Similarly, high-level languages, the compiler also consumes some memory as it is required for the translation process. Means the memory of compiler is occupied by high-level languages. Now, what is data? Data is raw numbers, letters, symbols, sounds, or images with no meaning. You can see certain data. The data P95 2BR could have several meanings. It could be a product code, it could be a postal zip code, it could be a car registration number. Means it is meaningless. It is just a data. So, what is the discussion point there? When answering a question such as give one item of data, do not try to explain what the data means, because it is then becomes information. Just give the raw numbers, letters, or symbols or image. Now, here comes the information. When data types are given context and meaning, they become information. Means from data, if you can get an meaning, then it becomes an information. A person reading the information will know what it means. Data in a given context, by identifying what sort of data it is, this still does not make information, but it is step away on the way to become information as shown in the example. As if we refer the examples, now here P92 P952BR, a product code. If it is a product code, this is product code, but it's still known, not known what is a product code for, so and it's still data. At the rate BBC click, a Twitter handle. This is the address 359. It's a currency. Now, information, for the data to become information, it needs to be given meaning. Information is useful because it means something. So, what actually is information? Information is an act of telling or imparting knowledge. Information is facts communicated or learned. Information is interpreting data to make it useful. Information is knowledge acquired from others. Information is all about facts and figures. Information is lifeblood of the society of the 21st century. Information is power. So, among types of information: news, ideas and opinions, research results, routine information like flight, timetable, phone numbers, history or background information, facts and figures, technical information, legal information, documentary, non-documentary, audio, video. Certain characteristics of information: comprehensiveness, understandable, relevant, appropriateness, completeness, availability, reliability, concise, timeliness, flexibility, explicit, no need to analysis, bias free, impartial, validity, fact accuracy, verifiability, currency, breadth of coverage, format, medium, communicability, recipient, adaptability, cost effectiveness. Nature of information, approaches to information. It could be structural approach, knowledge based approach, message approach. Nature by kind, semantic information as a process, as a message. Documentary information, nature based on users approach. Commodity, process, state of knowing, environment. Natural characteristics of information: exponential growth, information is cumulative, information is interdisciplinary, information is scattered, information is a resource for future. Understandable, since information is already summarized form, it must be understood by the receiver, so he will interpret it correctly. He must be able to decide to decode any abbreviations, shorthand notations, or any other acronyms contained in the information. Relevant, information should be relevant. This means that it should be pertinent and meaning to the decision maker and should be in his area of responsibility. Complete, it should be complete information. Half based information or half baked information are of no use to the user. Available, they should be ready made available, readily available. If they are not readily available or accessible, then they have no use. It should be reliable, means as per the given context or a situation. The information should be reliable. That means it should be accurate, consistent with the facts, and verified and variable. Inadequate or inaccurate information generally leads to poor decisions. Concise. Too much information is a big burden on management and cannot be processed in time and accurately due to bounded rationality. Bounded rationality means determines the limits of thinking process which cannot sort out and process large amounts of information. For example, if you provide information in low level language to a user, and if it is not and if you cannot interpret those data, then for him or her that data is irrelevant or non-usable. It should be in a particular time. Very nice sentence, rightly written. Information must be delivered at right time, right place, and to the right person. Premature information can become an obsolete or forgotten by the time it is actually needed. Similarly, crucial decisions can be delayed because proper or necessary information is not available in time, resulting in missed opportunities. Accordingly, the time gap between the collection of data and presentation of the proper information to the decision maker must be reduced as much as possible. Cost effective. The information is not desirable if the solution is more costly than the problem. The cost of gathering and processing it into information must be weighed among the benefits derived from using such information. Flexibility. The business and economic environment is highly dynamic in nature. Technologically, changes occur very fast. A rigid control system would not be suitable for changing environment. These changes highlight the need for flexibility in planning as well as in control. Explicitness. Information is said to be of good quality if it does not require further analysis by the recipients for carrying out their activities. So that's about the informations, data, and uh, human languages and machine languages. So here I end my presentations. Thank you for patience viewing. At the same time, I had already mentioned my email address in my first slides. In case of any query, feel free to contact me. Thank you. Thank you very much.